Hi, everybody. We're on the stream. Oh God, I didn't mean to click live. We're on live. I think you should be able to be fine. Okay. Wow, we froze. I don't know what's happening. We froze while that was happening. Are we going to go to Shanghai Plaza or what? But
Okay.
Anyway, we're live.
Oh, are we? Oh my god, guys! Oh my god, guys! What a fucking day! A no Chris Jericho insight: never kill yourself.
No Chris Jericho. That was great.
Lyric, you go first because you gotta go.
Okay, guys. I just want to thank first those queens, Mercedes and Athena. That was Omega Danielson to me. But black, but woman. It was amazing. And I want to do it again and again and again. I can see the appeal of doing Mercedes versus Tony, but it's too soon. And also, it shouldn't happen until a main event's pay-per-view. This is the rivalry. I'm so locked in, stupidly locked in. I want you to know I'm in Vegas right now, and I made everybody stop. I said, we're watching this fucking match. I'm not going to WrestleMania. Do not lie to them people. No, I am not going to. Oh, Charlie's here.
All the way
say hey. Did you see this? We have guests.
I'm just hanging out. I can't hear anything.
She can't even hear you. She said hello. But man, I'm so happy it came at the end. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see the vision at first. I didn't know what the main event, but it went beautifully. Shout out to Matt Jackson with that V-neck. You look beautiful, amazing. Willow Nightingale, this is your promotion. Swerve Strickland, thank you for saving the day. And Samoa Joe, you are a god.
We needed this.
And also, I think we should just do it again. Let him save the world title again. We need Joe 2 belts. Choking out Mox was fantastic. Amazing. Konosuke Takeshita, you're the best wrestler in the world. Will Ospreay, this is the only flippy shit I allow.
Period.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And also, Mercedes and Athena should have been commercial free. But yeah, that's all I got, folks. I just wanted to personally say, fuck Eric Bischoff. It was.
We on your head, bitch ass nigga.
We are your biggest hater. We are your biggest hater. Yeah, that was really important for me to say. But we're so back. I might log in on my phone. We'll see if that works. But yeah, Dani, any thoughts? Why? Thank you. Oh, I'm wearing the shirt you bought me. Too.
Did you get the stain out?
No, it's still there, but I just don't care.
It adds character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a way to keep the stream going with me as the host? Or
yeah, I'm just gonna log in through my phone.
Oh, okay. You live your truth. Guys, gals, non-binary pals, what a day. First off, yeah, fuck Eric Bischoff. He didn't think we could do it. I say we like I'm on the team. He didn't think we could do it, and yet here we motherfucking are. Okay, I want to say, look, I'm not trying to be mean. I started a little bit of some ageism discourse earlier, because I tweeted that Nitro went off before I was born. Lyric was 3, and I wasn't even conceived yet. So we was hearing all of this rah WCW Nitro, and some of you motherfuckers, Eric, need to close the goddamn yearbook, because you got full-grown adults like me who weren't alive. All right, let it go. I don't even know who the president was. Oh, Bush. Well,
I think that's really important. Of just like the Monday Night Wars for me, it is a fiction in a book. I am 27 years old. Y'all are old.
It's literally the same as ancient Rome to me. Those are the same.
Literally, bro.
It's all history. It's history. I wasn't there for it. Yeah, that was a pre 9/11 world, guys.
Cute.
Anyway, yeah. So Eric Bischoff, fuck you, suck my dick from the back. How about that? Tonight's Dynamite meant so much to me, start to finish, with one thing in the middle, and which I'm gonna get too woke about.
I know what you're about to talk about too.
I sure am. But I want to say first and foremost, Mercedes Athena meant so much. One, for what it was, just you had the two best women's wrestlers in the world, in my opinion, point blank, period. And it was all gas, no brakes. There was no fucking filler. There was no bullshit. And Mercedes put her working boots the fuck on tonight.
Absolutely.
She this was another level for her. And the kind of match that everybody dreamt of when she said she was signing with AEW. It was gritty, it was mean, it was vicious, and that's the best wrestling in the fucking world when it's a little bit messy and a whole lot stiff.
Especially for women's wrestling.
Perfected that. Yeah, Athena has perfected that, and we know that. But seeing Mercedes really get in the gutter with her did something for me. It healed something in me. This whole match did, and honestly, it meant so much to me because think about how both of these women, in different ways, over the course of their career, have been undervalued, underestimated, under fucking paid, compared to their abilities. And for so fucking long, wrestling has existed in a landscape in which that was just like okay. And it seemed like matches like this, where you just had the two best at what they do, was like a far-fetched concept. Something that was, especially, oh my god, whoa, they're fucking black. This was black girl wrestling. I literally want that match tattooed on my forehead, so when people meet me, they know that about me.
I actually want the second match tattooed on my forehead because I know it's going to be better. Like,
it's undoubtedly going to be better.
Yeah, the rematch is going to be better.
But tonight, I'm gonna go to bed with it. I'm gonna tuck it in under my pillow. And truly, like, this match was it was also so creative, because thinking about, I think a lot of times, TV wrestling can feel kind of repetitive. It can feel kind of, everything about this match felt new. It felt original. Shit that you see on a week-to-week basis, you're like, oh my fucking god, no way I just fucking did that. The tempo, the pacing, the It Girls of America. It was, I can't say enough good things about it. Oh my god, I'm so fucked up about this match. I sound like Lyric now. Yes.
I honestly feel like one of my major criticisms of Mercedes has been, like, I'm gonna be honest, I think that she didn't hit hard enough. But you can tell, like, she's really worked on her striking and how hard she's hitting in the ring and being able to match that of her opponents, especially like or stiffer. Like, this is one of those types of matches that inspires the next generation.
Absolutely. This was show the tape to your kids type beat. This was what people. Yeah.
But I think it's also proof, like, a lot of people are like, oh, nobody watches Athena. Let me tell you something. Everybody's been watching Athena. Whether they admit it or not, they admitted it or not, everybody was watching Athena. And especially her peers. I've interviewed so many wrestlers from Japan, from all over the world. And when I ask them who their dream opponent is, just as much as they say Mercedes, they say Athena. And I think that's just a testament to how great she is. Not just good, great. She belongs on all the levels with the Mercedes of the world, and Sorry, and Mayu, and Io, and Bianca, and all of those people. She is there. She's up there. This was amazing.
I literally, like, I'm not trying to be dramatic. I cried a little bit.
Me too.
At the very beginning, very much Omega Danielson.
Absolutely, it was for me.
And for me, meant just as much, probably more.
Slightly bit more because, they fit the criteria.
You fit the criteria to be selected. Criteria we will, of course, be circling back to later in the show. Next, I I want to talk about this match forever. I'm kind of tearing up now.
No, it made me tear up. I can't wait to rewatch it like when I get back from later, and I'm just going to rewatch it on the fight stream because I had to watch it on Max with commercials, so I can't wait to just watch it like full through. That's going to be exciting.
I was gonna give absolute props to the Boston crowd too, because you bitches were up. I gotta be honest. I think that this episode of Dynamite was better than Dynasty.
I agree. The only thing that this episode of Dynamite didn't have that Dynasty had was Kenny Omega. That's
Omega.
That's
and
it.
You know what? I tweeted it, but I was like, could you imagine? I wanted the cherry on top at the end so fucking bad. A goodbye and good night to really say fuck you, Eric Bischoff. I wanted it so bad. Does feel like a little bit of a missed opportunity, but billionaires will never understand what the people truly want and need. With that being said, let me not get on my Kenny Omega rant, but I love you, GOAT. Yeah, Mercedes Athena. It was so cool. Like I said, the Boston crowd was so receptive to both of them, which is always something that I don't want to say worry about, but like a match of this caliber deserves what it got. It deserves what it got. It went the time it needed to, and we're gonna get the saga, which is so deeply personal to me. Next up, we had. I truly don't fucking remember.
Oh, can you see me? Yes. Can you hear me?
Hangman? Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I have the cooler mess though.
Oh, no, we can't.
No.
Oh no.
We'll find him.
Don't say anything
Thank
racist.
Yeah.
Being a man.
Oh no.
We can hear you, Lyric. Oh. Now I can't. What was next? Hangman? That's what's next in my brain. Because Hangman Adam Page, I gotta do the caveat before I talk about the caliber wrestler he is. God damn, what a man. So Hangman Adam Page, flowers blossom where you walk. But yeah, tonight in the Owen, he had his wild card match. I had so many guesses as to who the wild card could be. Josh Alexander was like the basic guess. Like you could see that all signs were kind of pointing to him if anybody really had been like tapped in. But God, just thinking about how funny it would have been, literally until I saw the picture of that bitch on Everest actively, I was like, you guys never know. My biggest fear in the world was that it was gonna be Jack Perry, because I was like, we're having such a good time, and if you're not gonna get in the air, Jungle Boy, you can stay home. So there were a lot of potential wild cards that scared the shit out of me. Josh Alexander is all elite. I will say, I really, really enjoyed this match. I will be totally candid and saying that I probably need to go back and rewatch it because I was just on such a high from Mercedes and Athena that it probably, I'm sure they did incredible stuff. I remember the end of the match and it was fantastic. The beginning of the match, I was shaking in my boots. But yeah, Hangman with that moonsault.
We've seen in my vicinity.
I
We
agree.
missed you, Demon. We've missed you.
I really wish he could win the Owen. I hope he does. I'm delusional.
Hangman Adam Page, you're going to win the Owen. And if not, I have a plan, much like President George Bush did. If you catch my drift.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We're gonna have to take this one off the internet too, probably. Anyway.
So I saw Tony.
Hangman, you're gonna win the Owen. Hangman versus Ospreay, because I gotta be so honest, I love every iteration of Fletcher Ospreay. I feel like after you've done a steel cage match, we should let it rest for a while, if not forever.
The match.
Yep.
They had a brutal, incredibly memorable 5-star steel cage match. I don't want to see it a few weeks later in the Owen. Hangman Ospreay moves the fuck out of me, brother.
It goes.
And I don't want them to
It doesn't
talk.
have to
I
be a
really
white
don't want them
man,
to talk.
though.
I just
There are
want
some-
matches. That's it. Kind of like Hangman Danielson.
You know what? Hell yeah. I don't really care. I'm not particular about this because there are some matches that you can give me in any iteration and I'm gonna eat that shit up. I am a sheeple. I'm a Sherpan. Sometimes I can be guided. Yeah. Hangman Ospreay will feed families, probably mine. But I gotta be honest, we ate good tonight. That'll last us for a good while. And you know what? This is Danielle Yapper Central today. But you know what? I tweeted earlier that you should keep bullying AEW because it does work. And somebody was like, "Oh, bullying a company never works." Do you realize how chronically online that billionaire has to be? He hears you.
He does.
He hears
And we should
you.
all bully billionaires more.
Yes, just generally. We should be meaner to richer people. But I think that be louder. They clearly hear you. I think that tonight the trios title change was an indicator that they hear
And
you.
who took the pin?
And who took the pin. It wasn't just because, brother. In my humble opinion, that's not humble at all. Okay, what was next? I'm not good at this because I have the worst memory in the world. Oh, after Hangman beat Josh Alexander in a really good match, and it was clear that Josh Alexander is joining the band of
Don
bald bandits,
family.
the BBB, and he is going to join the Don Callis family, which, okay, I gotta be honest, I think I'm not a certified TNA watcher. I don't brace for Impact. I've seen some Josh Alexander matches, and everything I've seen has been really good, but it's also been against people that I know are some of the best in the world. So I'm interested to see him in the Don Callis family. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what's next for him and all that. But more importantly, Kyle Fletcher came out in a pastel crop top, just like we drew it up, folks. This is how we get them. This is how we get them. And he attacked Hangman, and I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? How much that moves me, and it just had me thinking back to like Kyle Fletcher has improved so much in the past few years, so quickly, that this is like, it would have been an entertaining match a few years ago. This is must-see TV now.
Yep.
So props to him, but I'm excited to see that. Next was the tag match, question mark? I don't know.
You talking about the
You
Hurt
remember?
Syndicate match?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Hurt Syndicate versus Gates of Agony. I liked this match. I actually did. I think that the Hurt Syndicate tag titles run for me so far has been a little bit, I don't want to say underwhelming, because I liked this match, but I don't know. I'm just really, really picky about my tag titles. And the story that they're telling with Maxwell Jacob Friedman, I am actually not against. I thought it was compelling. And I'll be honest, when he came out there and he said, now we're going to get woke, folks. When he came out there and he said that the crowd was too white for the Hurt Syndicate, that made me laugh, because that's funny, and that's the irony of the whole situation. what was not funny. What was not funny was him literally bringing out all of these women and offering them to the Hurt Syndicate in exchange for what he wanted on a lot of different levels. Look, you can say a lot of things about me, and you should. I can take a joke. I promise. I can take a joke. I could tell a joke. Like, not everything is always that serious. This I really, really did not like for a couple of reasons. One, because, quite frankly, because that's actually what happened allegedly in the other company, was trading, using women, commodities, and bartering tools. So that's not funny to me. But also because, well, two more reasons. Also because that is some 1980s cheap ass way of doing something. It's 2025. I don't think that shit's funny. I don't think it's cute. I don't care if it's for cheap heat or whatever. Like that, it's really upsetting to me. And honestly, it took me out of the show for a good little bit because I was sitting there mad. And is that what you want your audience to feel? You're sitting there watching it being like, damn, okay, you guys don't respect women. Is that the feeling that you want to be compelled there? I don't want to hear it. Oh, he's a heel. He's supposed to do this, that, and a third. You notice how you could just easily not do that, which brings me to my third point. You could have done all of that shit with a bottle of Hennessy and Shelton and
Are they
Shelton
allowed to
asked you for the
say?
watch. You could have done all that shit.
Why did it have to
over
be Hennessy?
and a watch?
Unless people do,
And
you know, but like
that is, to me, if you can do the same thing, if you can do that same angle and replace the women with objects, you're objectifying women. That's point blank, period. If you could do the same exact thing and not need human beings there, then you're devaluing human beings. I don't give a fuck. That's not fucking funny. That's not fucking cool. Shit ain't sweet. That's real loser shit. I don't give a fuck if it's old school. Because what did I say when we first started? Close the goddamn yearbook. Some things we leave in the past because they were fucking stupid. They were stupid. We don't have outhouses anymore because we have indoor toilets. That shit was stupid. We evolve, we move on, and I honestly, and I was gonna say something last week because, yeah, everybody, welcome to Danielle's social justice warrior rant. But I was gonna say something last week because I don't really care if that's your girlfriend or not, but calling a woman skank and then hitting her on the ass, like, you have to understand that the audience that you still have as AEW, as a wrestling promotion, is mostly male. It's males trying to please other men, and you're using women to do that, and that's fucking weird. Don't do that shit. If women are the punchline, then your joke's not fucking funny. Ha ha, girl, ha ha, tits, ha ha, whatever. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! And like I said, it really upset me because it took me out of the product for just a second, and I was having so much fun. I just watched that opener. We watched two women who would not have had that opportunity 20, 30 years ago tear the fucking house down. Point blank, period. I just had Hangman come out here. He did a great job. I'm riding high. And then you pull some stupid 1980s lazy ass bullshit like that. Don't do it. You didn't need to do it. Don't fucking do it. And then obviously I got back into the show with everything else that happened. But I was like, oh, okay, I'm not suspending disbelief anymore because this mirrors the real world too much. That's not funny. Lyric, any thoughts?
No, I agree with you. I think the only reason why I laughed had nothing to do with him. For some reason, all I could hear in my brain was Dr. Umar. Like, that was it.
Me too.
Like, do you know what I'm talking?
Okay. I was gonna say something
that.
lighthearted in addition. Snow Bunny mind control.
Yes, exactly. That was the only reason why I laughed. Everything else you're saying is so true, but that was the only reason why I laughed. All I heard was Dr. Umar in my head.
I was there too, because here's the thing. Like I said, I can feel all of these ways and also still write a good joke. And yeah, Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. If you think that's gonna make a difference,
That's probably the best option.
oh, I sentence you to 10,000 lashings for conduct unbecoming to black men.
And I swear I couldn't even tweet it because like everybody wouldn't get it, but you get it. You know what I'm talking about. That was the
I
only
tweeted
part
from my
that was
personal.
entertaining.
I was like, from a black girl wrestling perspective, why are we objectifying women? From Dani Don't Miss, why are they all white?
He just man. Oh, never mind. You get it. Never mind.
Say it. And you know what the thing is? You know what the thing is? I just don't think that there's any way that MJF does not know who Dr. Umar is. And if he doesn't, he's gonna learn it.
He did it on purpose. He dangled them in front of those faces specifically.
Nobody mind control.
He knew his audience, unfortunately.
Oh my god. Did you know that one Dr. Umar rant where he's like, oh, I probably shouldn't say that actually.
Let's move on.
He was like, when we pray over that beautiful black baby, you better hope that in 10 to 15 years, that beautiful African baby, that beautiful black soul does not become. Anyway. Yeah. I think I've said it time and time again, and then I'll move on. Men aren't very good at insults because they've never had to think that hard. So, I think you need to get in the booth. If the best thing you can do to generate heel heat is sexism from the fucking 60s, grab a notebook, sit in a room with padded walls, and lock in. Or as George Washington did under his own vine and oak tree. Anyway.
No. I think that was a very necessary rant. I appreciate that, and I'm glad that you brought it up. And like you said, unfortunately, I think, well, not unfortunately, but I think being black and having the reference, you think two ways about it. But at the end of the day, intersectionality, you don't get to choose between race and gender. Both are existing for you at the same time.
Oh, and black womanhood, I wouldn't trade it for anything, but
nothing.
You guys
especially
always
tonight.
keep it interesting. Anyways, what was next?
Ospreay Takeshita, I think.
That's why when I was like,
oh my god! You know what else though? This show flowed incredibly well, and I think
because it was all wrestling.
It was all wrestling, but even the little Christian Cage bit.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Humbling Nick Wayne. I thought it was fitting. I thought it made sense knowing that Nick Wayne's headed over there for Best of Super Juniors. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Kept it cute, kept it short. And next up was one of the best matches in the history of Dynamite. So we had two of those tonight. 2 5-star matches. Take these strokes, Eric Bischoff.
Everything we did tonight was feasible.
It was hot. Takeshita Ospreay. I Kenosuke Takeshita. I hate to say, I tweeted oh, he was built in the lab, but I feel like that. I hate when people say that about black athletes in particular, because I feel like it kind of discredits the work that they put in. Because people are like, oh, he's just an athletic freak. He's a genetic freak. And it's like, okay, yeah, but also he's worked his fucking ass off to be here. So I'm trying to figure out a better way to phrase what I want to say about Takeshita. He is a perfectly crafted wrestler, and he has put in the time, work, in addition to his natural gifts. He's so versatile, and he's so believable, in addition to his incredible athletic prowess. and he's really pretty, but he's incredibly versatile and effective, and you believe everything that he does. We knew that Ospreay Takeshita was going to bang. It was gonna fuck because the first round fucked. And honestly, I could watch those two wrestle. I think we should do it every week.
Yep.
And we can call Kenny every other week. I know he likes to chill. We can call Kenny every 2 weeks, and he can jump in there too. We can figure it out. But yeah, Will Ospreay, I don't know. It's you're a really interesting guy because I should hate you. I have spent a lot of time with you in your goddamn matches. I should hate watching you wrestle, but damn it, I do not. I'm not fucking kidding. I literally had a dream with his Sky Twister in it like 2 nights ago, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And yet when he hit that shit tonight, I said, oh my god, look at the body control, the craftsmanship, dear god. The last 7 or 8 minutes of this match, I was like literally audibly being like, ah, oh my god. People probably thought something was wrong.
Me too.
What a fucking match. And yeah, for everything that I've said about Takeshita being believable, Will Ospreay is like, he's like a, I don't want to say like a superhero because I feel like that's more like Kenny, but he's just like a, you watch him as a babyface in particular, and he's like, come on, I need your power. Like, and you're like, yeah, he needs us.
Me.
You can really believe it.
He needs our energy to move. Guys, help him. The kickouts at the end of this fucking match, when Takeshita hit his own hidden blade, I said, put it away. Put it in the Hall of Fame, all fucking ready. Sorry, Lyric, I can't shut the fuck up. You go ahead.
No, I agree. And I knew people were going to talk about it. Unfortunately, I'm a kick out version when it comes to those two, so I don't care. It were
Me too.
Only them, though. Only them.
And I don't think, but what I appreciated about this match was the kickouts. To me, it didn't feel superfluous. I understand people being like, oh, like, you know, he's supposed to be protected, all these different things. It felt like what they were proving to you throughout the course of that match was, wow, these guys are actually evenly matched. You know, whether you believe that coming into it or not, that's what they were telling you at the course of the match. It was, you know, damn, they really, like, they're neck and neck on everything. So when the kickouts came, I was like, yeah, I mean, that's about right. If it wasn't enough to put him down, why would it be enough to put him down? You know? Looking else great Takeshita. I think, you know what? Yes. Someone said a classic New Japan match.
It was. All right, guys. I'm about to leave. I actually don't know how to turn this over to you without ending the stream. So I think we should just do final thoughts.
My final thoughts. Thank God we got those goddamn trios belts off the Death Riders. John Moxley, we on your ass. You next. I love Takeshita. I love Will Ospreay, Mercedes Athena, Black women rule the world.
We love
Lyric,
you.
final thoughts.
Yeah, man. I still want the world title to come off Mox, but this is about as good as you asked for from Dynamite. Really want Heyman to win Owen, but this just felt good. It felt good for OG AEW fans who've been riding with the company. Everything really just felt good. And shout out to women. Shout out to Black women. Shout out to Mercedes Athena. That better be the all-in match too. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that was one of the rare times where Toni Storm has come out on Dynamite and not felt like the center of the universe. And it's because Mercedes versus Athena should be the match. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, guys. abbreviated version of the Dynamite Diaries. But we will see you next
I'll
week.
see you next week. I'll be home. I'll actually be
So-
home. But yes, going to Dragon Gate tonight.
Have fun. But goodbye, good night, bang. Talk to you guys soon.
Bye.